brilliant savants that would have been perfect for your company because they didn't make a good first impression. And so this is not time for amateur hour. Let me give you the stats. Your feel-good interview, your gut instinct, the data's clear. You're right about 25% of the time. Now you're saying, wait a second, I like all the people I hired. What the research shows is that, yes, you hired a good person, but you missed the great one because of this process. I do testing, I'll get to 50%. That's twice as good as the feel-good. If I do the DDI behavior-based interview that a lot of us all learned, their own data, you'll be at 60% accuracy. You've still screwed up 40% of the time. Only top grading, through major study after study after study, has been replicated to be at 90% plus if you do it right. I know about you, those are the odds I want. Because I don't want to churn through people. Because particularly in Europe, when you hire them, man, you're stuck with them. And so a few hours now versus the thousands of hours of headache, you're going to suffer because you didn't get the right butt in the right seat. Doesn't mean they're a bad person. You just didn't get the right butt in the right seat. And so they walk you through this. They have this thing called a reference interview. This is the other course that we absolutely recommend every executive go to. Victoria Medbeck's on negotiation, and they're Brad and Jeff Smart's top grading. And Peter, did you guys put out the flyer yet? It's on your table. Take a look at it right now. They were passed out over the break. Pull it up. It's called the masterclass. No, it's not there. Where's the flyer? I don't see him, Peter. Show me what it looks like. You guys got it? It's a single sheet of paper about this big. Take a look at that. Get somebody in your company trained in how to do these two things. And do you see them? Or did they get passed out? All right. Some of you guys have them. All right. I guess only those tables get to take the course. All right. Now, there they are. There's the top grading course. And as Raymond Roberts said, a few hours now versus 1,000 hours later. Don't screw this up. Spend the money and get somebody certified. All right. Now, he hires Penny. Penny, by the way, took a pay cut. She came out of a major company, fit his culture, fit the results he needed, and it's taken him now from $20 million to $120 million, on their way to $500 million. He wants to retain her as well as the guys at the front line. John Ratliff, in the call center business, the average turnover is 300%. He thought he was good at 100% until he got serious. And when John finished, he was at 18% turnover in one of the highest turnover businesses in the call center world. So what's the key? And it's an idea again from this smart guy, Jim Collins. If you're having a hard time kind of keeping people engaged and excited, the absolute wrong question is, well, what do we got to do to engage people around here? What do we have to do to motivate folks? If you ever catch your team sitting around asking that question, slap each other upside the head. Here's the question you must focus on, and it's this. What do we have to stop that's demotivating people? You actually have to realize that I think 90% of the people on the planet are pretty self-motivated if they're in a right position. Now, there are 700 million you absolutely should not hire, so avoid them at all costs. And again, there's a match between results and cultures. That's why we go through the top grading interview. But if you have hired right, you have hired folks who are motivated to be there. Here's the problem. Your companies are then these demotivation machines. Let's start with the first morning the employee shows up. What do you make them do? Fill out paperwork. Is anybody there to greet him? No. I mean, business cards. Here, have mine. Scratch my name out until yours come in. We don't have the office yet for you. We think your computer's coming in a couple of weeks. What a welcome. When's the only time, as Jack Daly says, we throw a party for an employee? When they leave. How stupid is this? Have a card, welcome them, signed by everybody that they're going to work with. Have balloons hanging from their chair, floating from their chair. Welcome them. Jack Daly was hired and motivated over 10 1,000 salespeople make sure after their very first day a gift is sent home upon their arrival so that their spouse is as excited, their significant others is excited. So let's go back to Atlassian. Every employee